According to the Sports and Fitness Industry Agency, approximately 26 million Americans play the sport of basketball each year. I'm among those 26 million who will be lacing up a pair of basketball shoes and stepping on the court this year to play one of the most popular sports in the world. When I first started playing basketball at the age of 8, I didn't see it how I see it now. Basketball at the YMCA was just a game that had very little meaning to 8-year-old me. I would have never guessed that nearly 10 years later, I would be standing here talking about how great of an impact it had on me. Starting in the next couple of weeks, I will be entering my final season of school basketball. This is very sad for me because I truly feel that basketball has taught me so much over the past 10 years. Today, I will be telling you about how basketball changed my life. I will discuss how basketball made me physically and mentally stronger, how basketball helped me find some of the best friends I have ever had, and how basketball has prepared me for the real world. I'm going to start off today by talking to you about how basketball has made me physically and mentally tougher in more ways than I would have ever imagined. When it comes to my physical toughness, there are a lot of things that I can do now that I never thought I would be able to before I started playing basketball. Something as little as running 3 miles does not faze me anymore. Now, don't get me wrong, I strongly dislike running, but I know that I'm more than capable of running longer distances because of the conditioning that basketball has brought me over the years. Now, when it comes to my mental toughness, I know that I'm getting stronger and stronger in that aspect as well. What I mean by having mental toughness is that I believe that no obstacle can stop me. I have the mentality that I can do anything if I put my mind to it, and I am able to push myself to conquer my goals. I don't let anyone tell me that I'm not capable of doing something. Basketball has taught me that there is no goal that is unattainable as long as I'm willing to put in the hard work. Without basketball pushing me both physically and mentally, I would not be the person I am today. Now that you understand how I've become mentally and physically tough because of playing basketball, I will tell you how I was able to meet some of the most important people in my life through this amazing sport. Lifelong friendships are really hard to find these days, but I have been able to build long-lasting bonds with some of the most important people in my life through this sport. I never would have thought that some of the girls on my basketball team would have such an impact on my life. I have been playing basketball with some of the same girls for about 4 years now. In 4 years, we have grown so much together. We have experienced each other's ups and downs both on and off the court, and I can truly say that I would not be the person I am today without this group of girls I call family. I trust them with so much, and they know that they can trust me with anything. I am incredibly blessed to have found such amazing people to share my love of basketball with. Without basketball, I would never have met these people. Now that you see how basketball has brought me unbreakable friendships, I would like to tell you about how basketball has made me prepared for the real world. Entering the real world is very intimidating to think about, especially as a 17-year-old like myself. Fortunately for me, though, I feel that basketball has taught me a lot of important lessons that will help me to succeed once I get out of high school. For example, one valuable lesson I have learned is that things aren't always going to work out how I want them to. Losing is never easy, but it's especially tough when you know you've worked incredibly hard to get somewhere. Although sometimes after a failure I get discouraged and want to give up, I know that I'm never going to get better by throwing in the towel. I know that there will be plenty of times in life where something doesn't work out in my favor, but I also know that my failures don't define me. What defines me is how hard I work to get back from that failure and be the best I can be. Basketball has also taught me to work with people that I don't necessarily agree with, which is something that clearly is continuing to get more and more important as my life goes on. I have had coaches and teammates that I differ with, but basketball has taught me to overlook these things to get the job done. I am very grateful for this because it is something that is important to being a professional in the workplace. These lessons I have been taught over the years will help me to be more prepared for the real world. Overall, I am incredibly grateful that I have found a sport that has helped me out in so many ways. The mental and physical toughness I have gained, the friendships I have gained, and the life lessons that I have gained have helped me to be the person I am today. I can't imagine where I would be without basketball. I'm very excited but sad to enter my final year of school basketball because I know it will teach me more things and mold me into the person I want to become, but at the same time, I'm not ready to let such an important part of my life go. I am so thankful for all the things that basketball has given me over the years, and I hope to always look back on basketball and see all of these things that I've told you today. Thank you.